My name is Shirley Asch, A-S-C-H. I was born in the Bronx, New York. My date is 12/20/24. My father and mother came from Russia. My father was a furrier, and my mother was a furrier's wife. They came to New York, and my father made his livelihood here in New York, and that was fine. He traveled into Manhattan, and occasionally he would travel up to Canada, and who knows what he did up in Canada, if there was another woman there, if whatever. But he was a lover of ladies. He wasn't what you'd call a devoted father and husband. He that was his lot. My mother's name was Diana Kaufman, Kaufman. She went to a school and she became a nurse for newborns. My mother's sister's name was Rose. Morris and
Lena?
Molly and Lena were the older sisters. Her brother's name was Benny. Benny, I don't know, he was, I guess, trying to find himself. Yeah, Benny was my mother's brother. He was good looking, and he was a sweetheart. I know that he and a friend of his came to visit me once. I was in school, and I was sick. I had a bad throat or chest, or something was wrong with me there. And he came with his friend, and they said, well, don't get upset. We'll just stay for a minute and we'll leave. And his friend took out a gun. And he showed it to me. He said, you see this? He says, I said, yeah, that's a gun. Can I touch it? Can I hold it? Can I this? Can I that? They wouldn't let me near it. It obviously was the real thing. And they wouldn't let me near it, and they didn't let Ben near it. Their friend, Ben's friend, he held on to it and put it away in his pocket, and that was it. Picture is my grandmother, Clara. Carol is named after. She's on the right side of the picture. My grandmother would play with me anytime she saw me. She said, all right, so you're gonna be I'm gonna be the lady that does the treatment, and she's gonna have it done. So if I'd go like this to her, she would go, ooh. That was my grandmother. Ooh, 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 ooh. She would and I grew up on Anderson Avenue in the Bronx. Anderson Avenue was a hill that started from very low and level, and it went up, 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 up. And one day I came to the apartment, and I don't know, I guess I was talking too loud or something, and everybody shushed me. And why did they shush me? Because there was a new couple in the building, and they were trying to make it easy for them to listen. At any rate, this couple had a son, and his name was George, and their last name was Hashimoto. The mother was very, very nice. She made glue from potato skins or whatever, and she would always make paste, or probably paste she would make, and she gave it to us to use for the books or papers or whatever we had to do. And it was very nice, and I really enjoyed meeting her and everything she did for me. However, when I wanted to find out more about them, it was like, mum's the word. Like George, he was my boyfriend, I was his girlfriend, and nothing unsteady ever passed between us. Nothing nasty. It was always comfortable being with him. He was always nice and a gentleman. It was a pleasure being with him. And then, just as they came, that's how they left. One day, everything was moved out, and I couldn't understand where they were going or what they were doing. And I said, and where is George? And George wasn't around, and George wasn't there to say goodbye. And that's the way it went. We moved to Thayer Street, Thayer. Thayer Street was also, it was apartment houses, and we had an elevator in our house, and we had an elevator, a man that ran the elevator, and his family lived in the house with him also. And I often thought about it, and I said to myself, oh, them days is gone for good.
Where were they from?
I don't know where they were from, but one girl, I would always kiss his daughter, because she was my age and she was a friend of mine. And I'd kiss her, good morning, and how are you, and I missed you yesterday, and etc., whatever. And the other girl who was whose family was worked in the building said, don't, because you'll take the color off her.
Was she dark?
She was dark skinned. Don't be too kind, too kissy with her, because you'll kiss her one day and you'll take all the color off her.
Growing up, do you have fond memories of all those times?
Yeah, they were good. I mean, sure, I got hit plenty, because I always had something to say about everything and everyone, And my mother couldn't stand that. And she would give me a 1, 2, and that was it, you know.
What's the difference in the times?
Well, I think parents are more understanding and of their children, and they realize that they also have a head on them, and they think for themselves. Out of high school, I was always going to drama school. I studied with Bown Adams, B-O-W-N Adams, in Cape Cod. I couldn't use my name because my name was Shirley Katz, K-A-T-Z. And the woman that brought me up to Cape Cod, Martha Atwood Baker, was a very fine lady. In Cape Cod, I couldn't use my name because my name was Shirley Katz, K-A-T-Z. She said, you have to change her name. She can't be Shirley Katz up in Cape Cod. When you entertain the soldiers, give her a name that will reach them. They'll understand, you know. So he said, all right, she looks like a Beverly to me. You like Beverly, Shirley? I said, yeah, I like Beverly. Yeah. Why not? My full name was Beverly Lord. This is at the Stage Door Canteen. This is an actor. This is a musician. This is the woman, the guy that had the pictures, his wife. And this was a dancer. She was very good. All right, that was that. It was lovely. We had a nice time together. Beverly Lord and Shirley Katz.
Diddly-dee, an actor's life for me. A high silk hat and a silver cane, a watch of gold with a diamond chain. Hi diddly-day, an actor's life is gay. It's great to be a celebrity, an actor's life for me. Diddly-dee-dum, diddly-up-da-dum-da-dum, diddly-dum-diddly-dum-da-dum, diddly-dum-diddly-dum-da-dum, rum-diddly-da, diddly-up-diddly-up-da-dum. An actor's life is fun.
Do you remember any of the shows that you did up there? Any of the parts
No,
you played?
no. Mostly it was this drama, He Ain't Done Right by Nell. And that was a cute show. And we enjoyed doing it, and we enjoyed being in it. When I first saw my husband, he was out of the Army. I was in a restaurant with a friend of mine, and he was there with this very tall man. We were four girls. We went and the maitre d' came out and said, I have a table for 4 available, gentlemen, but I can't put you down there because you're only 2. However, if you wanted to give the table to the ladies, we could seat them and you would be next. So they said, oh, by all means, seat the ladies.
Do you remember meeting Mommy the first time?
Absolutely.
Could you tell me when it was, where it was?
It was at the end of a dance that I was with my friend Joe Gottesman, and I'm not sure who else was with us, and we went into a restaurant, and I spotted this girl sitting at a table, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 tables away, and she wore her hair with Claudette Colbert. And she looked like Claudette Colbert. And I said to Joe, boy, I said, that gal appeals to me. And I walked over to her. I said, I'd like to meet you, right in the restaurant. And I forget what she said, but somehow or other, I did get her phone number. And that was the end of our first encounter. I called her up, and then we made a date, and that was it.
And when do you remember your first
I would
date?
say we met about November, December, and the following May, we were married.
You met, did what? November, December, and the following May?
Yeah. Pretty fast decision.
When did,
Well, I was more than 35 years old already. I pretty well knew what I wanted to do, so. Yeah.
what made you fall in love with her?
Her looks, her smile, temperament.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'd like to call you sometime. I said, fine. I said, my number is, you have a pencil and paper? He said, I don't need one. And he said, give me the number. And I rattled off my number. And he said, okay, I've got it. And I said, all right, goodbye and good luck, gentlemen, or whatever. You know, the two men, he and his friend. And the wind-up was, I thought I'll never hear from them. And sure enough, during the week, I get a phone call from him. And what did he want? He just wanted to know if this was the girl that he met the other night, blah, 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 you know, touching bases. And I said, yes. And he said, oh, good. He says, I did remember your number. I said, yes, evidently you did. He called me back, called on the phone, and he said, I'd like to take you out, and we'll go here and we'll go there, and blah, blah, blah. And the wind-up was, yes. I gave him my address, and he knew how to get to my house. I think it was about a month or two after we met that he proposed marriage. I don't know what I said at that time. I don't know if I said yes or if I said I have to think about it and whatever. But I knew that I didn't have to think about it too long. So I said, yes, I'll marry you.
It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh, my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay.
Murray loved golf, and he was a very good golfer. I felt that I liked golf too, and I started to push the ball around, and I got interested in it. I didn't go as far as Murray's ball went, but we loved it.
What do you think? Well, what do you think the two of you have in common, and the two of you don't have in common? If you had to say one or two things. Go ahead.
The Simpson trial. I can't stand watching it. It's his life.
Well, I think what we have in common are family values, our perception of family values, our ability to get along with each other and to enjoy each other, in spite of the times when we're at each other's throat. But there are more times than we get along, you know, and to know that we're both around to fill in the gaps when we need them. That's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I want to plan on doing something, I know I have a partner to do it with.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I have a partner who will not give me a hard time on what I want to do, generally. And I don't think I give her a hard time on everything she really wants to do. So I think those are the we try to please each other. We try. Don't always do it, but...
Yeah, well, I think you're only human. How old are you in these pictures?
I don't know, I guess I must
I
have
was
been 3
about-
or 4.
Yeah, I was about 4.
Whatever we did together, and it was fun. It was cute and exciting, and it was nice.
If you be M-I-N-E mine, I'll be T-H-I-N-E thine, and I'll L-O-V-E love you all the T-I-M-E time. You are the B-E-S-T best of all the R-E-S-T rest, and I'll L-O-V-E love you all the T-I-M-E time. Rack 'em up, sack 'em up any old time. 8, 9, and 10. Your life will begin like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Oh, baby.
3, 4, and 5. We're glad we're alive.
With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I want to
Keep cool while we explain. This is our last refrain. Shoot the liquor to me, 8, 9, and 10.
Your life will begin,
Oh boy, Floyd Joy, oh boy, hoy, hoy, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pop!
Fabulous!
Sign them up.
My first child was Leonard, a boy. He was a very sweet boy. He was a nice boy. He did like sports. Whatever he wanted to do, as long as it didn't involve holding a pistol or a sledgehammer, his mother said, okay, you can do it.
Wipe out.
then I had a daughter, yeah. She was the princess in the family. We were very happy that she came to us.
I'll be over at 10, you told me time and again, but you're late. I wait around and then I run to the door. I can't take anymore, it's not you. You let me down again. Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you.
We were delighted that we could attend to both children and give them love and attention. It's important that the family is around. That's what I love about it. And they poke their heads in every so often to make sure that I'm around. My grandsons are wonderful boys. We have a good feeling for each other. Said to me, well, that was very good. Now you ought to try it with a pen and paper. You should. I said, oh, I never painted in my life. So they said, well, try it. Maybe you'll be surprised. And I did. And I was. It really was a surprise to me to see that I was able to make something out of almost nothing. Listen to your parents. They know what's the best for you.
A picture of you lying on a blanket with your tushy to the sun.
Who gave you a picture like that?
You.
I did?
Yeah, somebody took a picture of you laying on a blanket. You had to have been a few months old.
Oh.
Do you remember? Do you remember that picture?
A few months old. You didn't mention that the first time.